importantly, Omar has a history of launching vicious anti-Semitic screeds.
This was a video I put together yesterday on my Instagram. It showed a young girl at the Trump rally looking visibly uncomfortable as the chants of "send her back" erupted around her. A jarring mirror image to a scene which I remembered from the Jackie Robinson movie 42, where a child feels the pressure from the hate-filled crowd around him and then soon succumbs to it, yelling out the profanity. It soon went viral on Twitter with people coming to the same consensus that this is how racism is passed on from one generation to the next. We are at one of the most polarizing times in modern American politics, a time where people are really trying to deflect from a "send her back" chant directed at an American citizen who came here as a Somali refugee is racist or not.
Isn't it racist, though, to say "send her back"?
No, I don't think it's racist to say.
Countless GOP politicians are breaking their backs to try and downplay its ugliness. But as history proves, doing so only downplays the issue itself and makes it easier for this prejudice to find its place in a new generation. Racism has to be taught. I would hope we are all in agreement of that. And that doesn't mean just someone being raised in a house where a bunch of white folks say the N-word. It can take shape in many forms, such as in the form of believing that someone who doesn't look like you and is critical of the way this country operates should go back to where they came from. It gives off this idea that this country is only for a certain group of people, and anyone who seeks to alter that, especially if they happen to be of color, have no place here. It's a way of criminalizing dissent for a specific group of people, because as countless outspoken white Democrats soon stated in defense of Representative Ilhan Omar, they themselves have been extremely critical of the Trump administration, but they've never been told to go back to where they come from. Therefore, it's not about criticism, as Lindsey Graham tries to allude to. It's 100% about race. And this young girl, surrounded by this ideology that dissent from those who look a certain way shouldn't be tolerated, will only allow for further bigoted opinions to bleed into her psyche. And before you know it, it's not just dissent that should be met with this form of bigotry and racism. It might just be being in general, say at a barbecue or a pool or waiting on a friend. It's not rocket science. It's actually sociology. It is how stereotypes remain. It's how prejudice survives like a bacteria. It needs the right environment to feed. And it's not this young girl's fault, trust me, it's 100% her parents. They made a choice to expose their child to an environment that fosters racist opinions towards a congresswoman of color. They've already allowed for that to leave an impression on her perception of certain people. That right there is how racism continues. I'd love to hear what you have to say on this over my Instagram at Francis M. Maxwell, on Twitter at Francis M. Maxwell. Also, support independent media, tyt.com/join. Never missed another breakdown video by ringing the bell below. You'll get notified whenever we publish something new. And don't forget to join TYT today. Download our TYT Plus app on your phone or head over to tyt.com/join.